Canada to Ireland to India bid on the right to be the first man to have sex with her, to take away her virginity. So we talked a little bit, Natalie, at the top of the show about what types of men. There's these rich men, financiers, and like celebrities. There's actually celebrities that we know their names.
Yeah, a couple of them. One's a rocker and one's a celebrity that called me and said, you know, when it gets down to the final bidding, give me a call.
Are you serious? Like a famous rocker?
Men do crazy things. Men like sex. They want something new. And this is another way of doing it.
Is a celebrity an actor or an
actor,
athlete?
A rock star.
Wow. Okay, well, some of the guys bidding on Natalie are ready to spend some big bucks right now, even $1 million. Lee is one of Natalie's bidders. Stand on up, Lee. Lee, you look like my accountant.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your first time laying eyes on Natalie in person?
Yes, it is.
Do you want to get a closer look?
Sure.
All right, go on up.
Oh my God.
I think some of your audience likes Lee.
Oh my gosh.
How you doing, Lee?
So, Natalie, I know the audience is like talking so loud right now. Natalie, is Lee what you imagined?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't have unrealistic expectations going into this.
Natalie!
No, I mean, you know, I think people think I want this amazing, like, model, brain surgeon, Mother Teresa acting type person, and that's not at all what I expected.
No, we just didn't expect your grandfather.
I feel the chemistry. I feel it. I'm sure you could show him a great time, Amy.
Oh my gosh. So, Lee, okay, tell me, you would love to be her first time because?
Well, because actually I've never had a virgin in my life.
How old are you?
59.
59 years old. So you've never had a virgin, and you're wondering what it would be like?
Well, yes, I am, and it's kind of a fantasy in a way. It would be. She's very beautiful and
So is this
intelligent too.
Thank you.
So is this like your bucket list, like on your bucket list? Like,
yeah, you could say that. You could say that.
yeah. Okay,
Can you put Air Force Amy on your bucket list?
So Lee, tell me what you would like to do. Do you want to just go straight for the act?
Oh, no. From listening to her, she's a very intelligent girl.
She is.
I will enjoy, you know, taking her to dinner, spending some time with her, take her carried right through the park.
Okay, so she's a virgin, and earlier Brooke was saying a virgin can't really please you. So what are you going to do to get pleased? Like how are you, I don't know.
Well, the experience of showing her and teaching her, and it would be a great experience for both of us, I think. You know,
okay.
As an older guy, I could teach her something.
You could teach her stuff. And what types of things do you want to do? I asked her pretty graphically earlier in the show, like if was she open to things that were not just standard missionary type things. What do you want to do?
Well, I think after a conversation, that would become apparent what she was comfortable with and what I...
What do you want, Lee?
What do I want?
Yes.
That's what it's about.
Well, that's right. I want her. I want her virginity.
So Natalie, how do you feel about Lee?
You know, honestly, I don't know, but this is a prime time to interject. Avia and I, one of our main objectives with doing this was to do a case study of how impassioned and how opinionated the world would be when a woman chooses what to do with her body. In my case, it's selling my virginity. And, you know, I came out here and I received a lot of negativity. As expected, women are condemned for taking control of their body. And Lee, lovely Lee, comes out here and people applaud him and are flirting with him in the audience. And it's kind of like this joke. And my story was, you know, it was all like people are completely missing the politics behind it. And that was one of our main purposes in doing this.
So are you really doing this for attention? Because I'll be honest, when I first heard this story, I said she's doing it for attention. She wants to get on talk shows. She wants to prove her point. She wants people to, you know, talk about this and be known for this. And maybe it's a case study for you, and it can go into you writing books and being like the new Dr. Ruth or something. That's what I thought. And I thought that your intention was more for attention and press than money. That's what I thought.
You know, I'll be perfectly honest. This started out as a theoretical study, But once I read that article, you know, I wanted to capitalize on this. This is very authentic. Everything's been true. I took the lie detector. I am a virgin. I completely plan on following through with this act. And
So they're ready to follow through with Lee if Lee wants it. If Lee is the best bidder.
Yeah, it's not physically, if we have chemistry. It's not all about the finances.
Joining us now is Sonia Osorio, the president of NOW, the National Organization for Women in New York City. And I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for coming. You're
Thanks so much for having me.
Very important. And I know you heard this story, and I want to ask you about how you felt when you first heard it. But more importantly, what are you feeling now watching this whole show and seeing Natalie's views and Lee up there, and just what are you thinking right now as a
Well,
woman?
one of the first things is you realize that, you know, a scam is being run a lot on American women here in this country because just in pop culture today, it's like normalized prostitution. It's even glamorized. And that is really, really sad. And I've got to make it very, very clear. What we're talking about in terms of sexual liberation has absolutely nothing to do with feminism. I mean, the feminism that started in the 1960s was about women taking back their sexuality after, from the beginning of time, other people saying what should happen to their bodies and other people owning their bodies. It was about women learning about their own pleasure. And this is nothing, has absolutely nothing to do with that. So I want to make that very, very clear to everybody, everybody.
And what do you have to say to Natalie?
Well, I mean, you know, I had a lot of thoughts coming in, and I think like a lot of people, it makes you feel a little sad to think about this scenario. But being here and listening to you talk, I realize, you know, you are, I mean, it takes gumption to be up here on the stage, to be here. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're articulate, and I don't want you to go out like this. And one of the things I feel good about is being here in this audience and seeing all the people here who agree and who actually support you. So what you thought was happening, that you were not being supported and that Lee was, is not the case at all. We all think Lee's a bit of a loser. I mean, you know, what can you say about a 60-year-old guy who wants to buy a 22-year-old woman? And the other thing that I would tell you is, as it's been said, you're going to be remembered for this. So think about it. And the other thing is, you know what? You could pull this off on your own if you really wanted to do it. Now, if you want to talk about economic empowerment,
That's what I was thinking. Why get 50% away?
Yeah.
If you talk about empowerment,
Because it's legal.
that's what I don't understand.
The only way it's
Are
legal.
you endorsing people doing things illegally? Is that what you're saying? Illegal prostitution?
no, I'm not endorsing
Thank
it at
you.
all for anyone, no.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.